your coffee.
I'm not spilling.
Smelled it like
None
this.
of it spilled.
Smells like honey.
I don't want to smell it.
Smell it.
I don't want to smell
my chamomile tea.
I don't like the smell.
It's honey vanilla.
I don't like the smell of it. I don't want to smell it.
Let me smell your
Get
coffee.
it out of my face.
Maybe it's your coffee.
No, it's not my coffee. My coffee smells like coffee.
Smell.
Stop. It smells like wet socks. Unhygienic wet socks.
It doesn't even.
I'm just kidding. But it does smell bad. It smells like something.
It's chamomile tea.
Cool. Let's make a... Oh my god.
Don't
I can't...
spill your coffee.
I'm not spilling
You're
it.
about to. Let's make a what?
I can't say it on the podcast, but I think it would be a funny podcast.
What?
I can't say it on the podcast. Welcome to the podcast.
Welcome to the podcast.
Episode...
Welcome to the podcast,
Oh,
boys.
this episode isn't on mine, so it doesn't matter if I'm ugly. Because I don't have to look
Wow,
at
I
it.
love how the ones on my channel don't matter.
Excuse me, I thought of this topic since I do all the
You
work.
did. It's not true.
I'll make them think it is. I come up with a lot of the topics. Let's be fair.
What the fuck should a topic be? It's a night shift. Who's
I'm gonna stop with this. Podcast is really uncomfortable.
Why?
There's like tea being spilled. Just kidding. Anyways, so I just look ugly. I had a long day at work. Okay.
Doesn't even smell weird.
Okay.
Okay.
Today on the podcast, I thought it would be fun because I've been trying to think of topics or things to talk about, and it's hard. So I found 200. Oh, it doesn't have. It was like 202 philosophical questions about human nature and the human condition. So obviously we're not going to answer all 202. So we could do a part 2 back on my channel where we continue talking about this. But I thought it would be fun because, you know, if we're having a hard time thinking about topics, this can help spur on.
It's true.
So I thought it would be fun. Should we just jump on into it?
Yeah.
Tell us if you want us to do, if you enjoy this at the end. Comment, tell us if you want us to do a part 2.
Comment and tell us, yes.
That's easier for us. Also, should we talk about we hit the Wormish GoFundMe? We never thought, I didn't think we were gonna, and we did, so.
I did not. I think it's funny though because like we still have a month left pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Yet we were still kind of discouraged because it happened very quickly, the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think there was a lot of excitement with it and there was a lot that happened really quickly.
Mm-hmm.
And it stopped.
It slowed down like immensely.
It stopped almost. Like this pace was so slow and we were kind of discouraged and then all of a sudden.
Well, I actually got on like where we have our pictures for our website, and I sent pictures to myself because I was actually going to post an Instagram post saying like, don't forget to donate to the GoFundMe. We have so and so left to do, and I checked the GoFundMe to just see how much we had left, and we had reached it, and I was fucking shook.
The day it happened, the day we hit it was the day that you were like gonna
because
post about
I
it.
didn't. For some reason, I just, like, I've been having this sinking feeling, like, oh, no, we're not going to be able to sell them because, like, people haven't been donating. But, guys, we get to sell them. So, March 10th, we're going to do a live stream, talk about it, and, you know, get everything set up, and then we're going to launch it. So, stay tuned. We still have to buy a printer and the posters and the envelopes and figure out how to work eBay, so.
Yeah, it's still...
That's what we'll be doing in the meantime.
Yeah. We're going to be figuring it out, but just know that it's a promise now.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen. We're gonna sell them.
So weird.
Orange posters for everyone. Just kidding, only 200 people.
No, I feel like a dick.
It's how it is.
It is. It's limited edition.
50 signed, 100 normal.
150.
150 normal. 50 signed.
Okay. Should we start?
Yeah.
Okay. The first question is, what harsh truths do you prefer to ignore?
Ew. Ooh, what harsh truths do you prefer to ignore?
I was gonna say truths about myself.
Yeah, me too.
But I don't think that's true, because I think if someone tells me something, no matter what it is, someone could be like, Braxy, everybody hates you. And I'll be like, oh my god, you're right. Like, no matter what someone tells me, I'll believe them. So, like, that defies the purpose of truths. But, like, if someone tells me a truth, I'm like, and I'll think about it. But if someone tells me something about someone else that I care about...
But is it about someone else, or is it just about the world in general?
Well, if someone... Okay, example... Alyssa's best friend's mom said, don't put anything past anyone. So if someone told me, like, your best friend is cheating on their boyfriend, I'd be like, no, they're not. You know?
Yeah.
Like, if it's someone I care about, I'm going to believe the good in them.
Yeah, I see that. That, like, not everyone is as good as they seem. Or seeing the good in people isn't always.
So I would, like, ignore that truth. If they're, like, they literally are a shitty person, I'd be like, nah.
Yeah.
They're not to me.
I see that. I feel like I wanted to say the thing about myself, too. Like, but I feel like the older I've gotten, I've come to just, like, accept a lot of faults.
Oh, yeah,
of
everyone has
mine.
faults.
Yeah, so I feel like I don't avoid harsh truths about myself because I feel like I learn and I grow, I guess. But, like, about other people or about the world in general, I don't know.
It's a confusing question.
That is a hard... I can't... These are going to be hard because I need to think about them.
Okay, is free will real or just an illusion? It's real.
It's real.
It's real.
Just an illusion?
It's real.
We have free will.
Of course.
I totally believe we have free will.
I mean, obviously, there's certain things we don't have free will with. Like, you know, you gotta pay taxes and you gotta, like...
Well, if you think about it,
Can't
even
murder
to the extent
someone.
of, like, fate, though. Like,
Well, yeah.
like, because
But
there's
it's like,
fate.
I have free will in how I want to, like, treat someone.
You know, it's kind of a mindfuck, though, because I want to say we have free will, but at the same time, I'm going to say everything happens for a reason. So if I choose to do one thing over the other, in the end, I'm going to be like, well, it happened for a reason. Like, I still chose to do it, though, but technically, in my head, later on, I'm going to be like, it was supposed to happen.
The thing is, though, about fate, that you can always fight it, because I believe in fate, but if, okay, say something happens, and you have two choices you can choose.
Yeah.
And you choose one. You know, that's your free will. You chose that, and it was probably going to happen anyway. But if you had chose the other, that was still your fate, which is why it didn't happen. Because that wasn't your fate this time. Yeah. Which is why you didn't choose it.
Yeah.
So
it's always fate!
It's like, no matter what. Like, you have free will, but, like, I think fate is your free will.
Yeah.
Because, like, whatever you choose is your fate. It's not like something's in your brain that's like, no, this is your fate, you gotta choose this.
Right.
Fate's just like a natural thing that happens based on what
like
you choose.
have, okay, I feel like we do have free will. And I feel like in the end, you can choose whatever you want to choose. And if it ends up bad, it was
that's just
still...
fate. That's just fate.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's just fate. Like, that was how it was meant to be, and you're gonna learn something from it. That's how I see it. I mean... Yeah, we do have free will.
Yeah. Is there a meaning to life? If so, what is it?
Oh my god. What? Where do you...
Yes. Me and Madeline were talking about this in the car on the way home from the club. Yeah. When everybody was dead ass asleep in the back of the car and we were just jamming to some 1975.
We should have talked about that.
Me and Madeline were talking about... I said something to Madeline about how I work in a grocery store, and sometimes when I'm standing there stocking shelves for 8 hours a day, I'm like, my life amounts to nothing. And I'm like, I feel so like I'm not completing the things I'm meant to, and like I'm not doing art, and I'm not like at a film festival or even at a concert. Like, I'm not doing it's not that I don't enjoy being there, but it's like I'm not doing something like
I have moments like that.
That is like extremely fulfilling. Like, this isn't what I want to do for forever. So it's like I will be sitting there stalking, and I'm like, I am not living up to my potential at all.
I feel that every day I do something, and then all of a sudden I feel like I have this, like, wave of, like, these emotions, like, crash onto me that I'm like, this is what I'm doing, and I do this every day, and, like, this is my life now,
Yeah,
and
it's like,
I don't have time
I'm
to do what...
wasting away every day.
Yeah, and I'm like, this is not what I wanted.
No.
This isn't what I wanted. But
No.
but I realized, like, it's okay. Like,
Yeah.
I'm going...
You
I'm
have to.
I'm only 19, and
you
I'm
have to
gonna be
start.
where I want to be. Like, it's not a problem. It's fine. And I feel like we both have to reassure ourselves that a lot. But
me and Madeline were talking about that, and I said that to her, and I was like, I feel like I'm just wasting away every second, and she said something along the lines of, you just have to remind yourself that, like, everything you do is, like, monumental, is powerful. She was like, even if you feel like you're not living up to your potential, you have to pay attention to what you can do. She was like, she literally said, your power is in the way you talk to people.
yeah.
And she said the word power, and that just, like, really struck a chord, because, like, your power is in the way you communicate with people, or the way, like, if you smile at someone, or what you make of your day, how you treat situations, and, like, I think that is the meaning of life, is just constantly using what you can to make the best of things. Not even, like, if you're sad, be happy, that's not what I mean, but just, like, being the best you can, because sometimes the best you is fucking sad.
Yeah.
But then you use that to create initiative or create something, not even art, but just, like, motivate yourself or motivate others. Just, like, being completely fulfilled in every facet and being the best person you can, I think, is the meaning of life.
Yeah. I feel like the meaning of life has, like, something to do with, like, just unity.
Yeah.
And coming together and, like, coming... And not even coming together as, like, a community or as people, but, like, with the earth and, like, creating one whole, like, unit of
But I also
something.
think the meaning of life is different for everybody.
It's true.
Because your meaning of life might be different from my meaning of life. You know?
And it's all what we get out of it.
Exactly.
That's what the meaning of life is. That's what the meaning of life is. Which it's what you get.
Eating pussy.
It's what you get out of it. Pussy, that too.
Is the meaning of life the same for animals and humans?
Never thought about that before.
That fucking earwig in the popcorn is like, I'm just doing the best that I can.
We found an earwig in our popcorn. Braxy
I
found an
kept
earwig.
eating it.
Braxy kept eating it. I'm not ever eating the popcorn again.
It's just an earwig. Just trying to do his best.
Is the meaning of life the same? No. First of all, no.
But I don't think it's the same for every human.
No, yeah.
Especially not for different species.
Exactly. But what is the meaning of life to animals then?
I think the meaning of life for different animals is different things. Like for dogs, it's probably very emotional. Like humans.
For humans.
But like for like a fox or like a whale, it's like maternal, I think. Or instinctual.
Yeah. I have these like oracle cards for like my animal oracle cards, and I feel like they speak to me on that level with the animals. And it's like I could totally see how they would have like different meanings to life. That's so cool.
Yeah. I think like I feel like whales are probably very maternal.
What about like a turtle?
A turtle is like blub, quastweet, blub. I don't know. I think it's very much like humans. Humans are animals. Humans are instinctual beings.
Yeah.
We like even if we are more conscious, we do things because we're following our heart or our mind. They just think about it different.
Yeah. I also think they teach us things that we should take note of stuff.
We should take note of the turtles.
Take note of the turtles.
That's what this podcast is called. Take a note of the turtles.
Take note of the turtles.
Okay. I don't like that question. I'm skipping it.
Okay.
If someone you loved was killed in front of you, but someone created a copy of them that was perfect right down to the atomic level, would they be the same person, and would you love them just as much?
No.
Yes.
No. Do they have the same brain?
Yes.
Memories?
They're atomically exactly the same.
Atomically? Chemically?
Chemically. They're the same. They're just a fucking clone, but they're the same. It's like they've been reborn. They're the same.
I don't think I would.
Oh, I would. Oh, I would. Because, like, imagine if you're just so in love with someone and then they get killed and then they're there again. But they're the same.
I feel like I just couldn't see them the same.
Well, I wouldn't be able to unsee them being killed.
Well, you can't unsee that, but also I feel like I just wouldn't be able to. I couldn't look at them the same. Like they.
I could.
I
Because
don't think I
if they're
could.
atomically exactly the same and they act the same and they are the same,
Do they know they died?
Good question. Good question.
Like,
I
are
don't
they like,
know.
fuck, that was crazy, man? Like,
Yeah, like I don't know. I feel like that's probably the one thing they don't know.
See, no, I can't live with that secret. I can't live with
Well, I
knowing
would
that I
tell
saw
them.
them die
Well, I'd
and
tell
they don't
them.
even know.
I would tell them.
Well, I know. I mean, yeah, but like it's the whole like.
Oh yeah. But,
You experienced something so tragic that.
okay.
about
but like,
them.
Think about this. Imagine you see me get hit by a bus. Dead. Gonzo. Braxy's dead. Dead. You see my cold carcass. You go to my funeral.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next day, a scientist walks in the door, and it's fucking me. Like, literally, it's me 2.0, and nothing's different, nothing's changed. And they're like, this is Braxy. We took her cold corpse. Her cold corpse. Here she is. And I was literally exactly the same.
Well, there's a lot of emotions.
You wouldn't
that
want to
go
hang
into
out
that.
with me again?
Well, of course I would, but it wouldn't be the same. I don't think.
I'm exactly the same.
I know,
It's
but
not like
Braxy,
some
you
weird-
would fucking die.
But it's not some weird clone sci-fi movie where they come back and they're like the same, and then you turn around and they're like, like I would be exactly the same. Like I think that's what you're thinking is like we'd be the same, but secretly you turn around and I'd be sitting there like, no, like I'm exactly the same.
I know you would be exactly the same, but I personally, as my own human, don't think I could see
Okay,
you the
okay.
same. Like it's just that's a lot to go through for
Yeah.
a human.
Well, I'm weak. I have no spine. I'm also very self-deprecating and I have no self-respect, so I would absolutely see them the same and love them. Anyways,
didn't say I wouldn't love you.
does fate exist?
Yeah.
If so, do we have free will? Yes and yes.
I hate that loop of questions.
I think fate and free will go hand in hand because I think your free will.
Yeah.
I think your free will decides what your fate is.
I think your
because-
fate decides what your free will is.
I don't. Because I think, okay, imagine a parallel universe where everything you chose in this life is the opposite decision.
Okay.
That was your free will. Because no matter what happens, I could have, like, okay, if someone's like, hey, do you want a banana? And I say no. That's my decision to say no, but it was also my fate that I didn't eat that banana.
So wait, what did you say before?
I don't remember. I think they go hand in hand.
Yeah.
I think your free will, I think your ability to choose things
You said you think your free will is your fate.
your fate.
I think because you can't. Do we have decisions in this?
Because it's
This is where it gets.
But
like,
it is decisions because, okay, let's say, if there's someone I become infatuated with and I fucking love them,
Yeah.
I have free will in the sense that I can tell them how I feel. But it's not fate that they
True.
will agree. You know? So it's like free will.
I think you have free will to tell them, and if
fate
you do,
decides
that was
if
your.
it's good.
Well, no, I think if you do, that was your fate, and the outcome.
Well,
the
yeah,
outcome is.
That's
your
what I
fate.
mean. It goes hand in hand.
Yeah, I think the outcome was your fate, and
But
it was your
then-
fate to make
but
that
then-
decision.
What if I never told them? That was also my fate to never tell
It's
them.
just it's
It
laid
goes
out
hand
how
in
it
hand.
is. I think it's laid out how it is, and that you do have free will, technically, I guess. But I don't know. It's a really weird loop of questions because if they do go in hand,
Well,
in
I
hand-
don't ever think of fate as like, I don't think of fate as like this exactly planned out chronological thing of everything that's going to happen in my
Yeah,
life.
yeah.
I think of fate as, I think fate bounces off my free will. That's kind of how I see it. Is I think fate,
It unravels with you.
yeah, I think fate is kind of just this thing that's always there, and it kind of like exists within the lines, you know?
Yeah.
Like I don't see it as this plan that I like accidentally fuck up if I say no to a banana.
I think if you fucked up, that was your fate.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, next.
Anyway, it's gonna. Either way, it was your fate.
What does it mean?
Either way, my dick is hot.
Either way, my dick's hot. What does it mean to live a good life? You get lots of pussy. I don't know.
What
does
does
it
it
even
mean to live a
Hitler
good
probably
life?
thought his life was great.
You
He
know,
was like,
I
I
think-
killed so many Jews. I'm so happy.
You know, I actually think about that a lot because I'm like, what would make me happy? What would make me happy be living my dreams that I've always had? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Would me being happy take a lot of dedication, or would it take just contentness of where I'm at right now and not have to focus on, you know, where I need to be or where I should be or where I think I should be.
Living in the moment.
And I don't know still. I'm just going day by day.
So
I'm happy most of the time.
But a good life and a happy life are two separate things. Because you can be happy and be the biggest douche dick ass.
Good life and a happy life.
I think a good life goes with the question earlier where
How are they different?
A good life and a happy life?
Yeah.
I feel like good life is morally correct. I feel like happy is a different word.
I feel like good life, I have a good life. I live a good life. I feel like saying I live a good life, oh no, I feel like I'm overthinking it.
I feel like when it says, what does it mean to live a good life? It was, what does it mean to live a life that is
fulfilled? Feeling fulfilled, I think, is a happy life.
But it's not asking happy, it's asking good.
Oh, what was the question?
It says, what does it mean to live a good life?
Oh.
I think good is different than happy.
Was that the first question?
No.
It
never said happy. You took the word happy.
Because I think of those kind of similar.
I think of good as morally correct.
I mean, I guess I do in some circumstances.
Because, like, Hitler was probably really happy, but he was terrible.
I see what you're saying now. I think to live a good life.
I think a good life is the same as the one we talked about earlier, just being the best you.
Yeah.
Like,
but is the best you fulfilling you? That's the question.
Well, I would hope so.
Because you can be the best person and you can do good, but say by doing, because some people think doing good would be doing good for others and like putting others before yourself, but that's not always fulfilling to some people.
No. Well, that's why I said I don't know. I give up.
Anyway, next question.
Why do we dream?
Why? Something, chemicals.
Yeah, it's like REM sleep. We just went completely scientific. Okay. Is it possible?
I spilled.
Is it possible to live a normal life and not ever tell a lie?
Wait, say that again.
Is it possible to live a normal life and not ever tell a lie?
Not ever tell a lie.
Yes.
Is it possible to live a normal life?
Yes, but I think it would be harder.
Is it possible to live a normal life and not tell any lies? I don't understand the question because, like, wait, what? Like, what
people
does that mean?
Okay,
like,
everybody lies.
Yeah.
But, like, some people are compulsive liars and lie about big things. Like, okay, I lie in the sense that if it comes up to me and they're like, hey, I have this green sweater that I'm giving away and, like, nobody wants it. Do you want it? I'm like, yeah. When I don't.
Yeah.
Because it's ugly and I don't want it.
But we're nice people.
But I'm like, yeah, oh my God, that's so cute. Like, yeah, I lie. Okay?
Yeah.
I'll take it. Every day when people ask me at work and they're like, how are you? And I'm like, having a terrible day.
Do
and
you
I'm
want to take the shift tonight?
I'm
Do you
good.
want to work the double? No. Yeah, I mean.
I will.
Yeah.
But, like, I tell white lies like that. It is against my moral will to lie. Like, big lies. I will not do it.
Yeah.
I do not lie. I don't. I lie about things like that. Like, that kind of thing. So I think
normal life.
I guess
that's the question.
I think it's possible to live a normal life without lying. So, like, if someone's like, hey, do you want the green sweater? I could be like, no.
You might be a dick.
I
And
might
everyone will say
seem
you're a
like
dick,
a
but
dick.
it's the fucking truth.
But, like, yeah, I could not.
I don't want the green sweater, Janet.
I could never tell a white lie and be fine. But I think this would be different for someone who's a compulsive liar. It would be harder for them to live a normal life without compulsively lying.
Yeah.
I think it depends on how much you lie, whether this question affects you a lot or not.
Yeah. That's what I'm, like,
Yeah.
it's not really easy. Yeah, go on. Okay, what's the next?
Does a person's name influence the person they become?
Yes.
Not unless your name's Beyonce.
Yes.
She's the only
Not
one.
unless your name is Beyonce. Yeah.
I feel like my name...
Your name is your prophecy.
But I feel like if my name was Janet, I would...
Maybe still be doing the same thing.
I'd probably be doing this... Not because my name is Braxy do I do what I do. Because technically my name's not Braxy.
I still feel...
Because technically...
You know why that's a weird question, though? Is because to ourselves, like, I'd still probably be doing the same thing. You'd still be doing the same. But to other people, if your name were something else, like,
That's true.
you're a different person.
That's true.
Like, you are just someone else. And to other people, like, looking around, like, you would just see them totally differently if they'd had different names.
It's true.
But personally, no.
Well, the thing is, names are such a weird, like, construct anyways that we just call each other, like, one thing. Like, the fact that you are a human, I'm just like, Zoe. Like, doesn't even make sense. It's so weird. Like, just like forever. Never.
That's weird. I've never thought about that. Like, I'm Zoe.
I am.
That is my human.
I am Word.
That is my human. I always find it weird when people are like, when say like you can't have blank on your person, and I'm like, my person.
I'm person.
Yeah, I was like, I own this person.
And it was
weird. But like, I'm separate from this. Like, it makes me feel so disconnected.
I feel so weird because like, a lot of times when I'm checking people out, I like lose sight of my hands. So I'm just like eyes looking into the world. And then all of a sudden I look at my hands and I'm like, my consciousness is connected to this. And I like feel really weird.
It's fairly weird. Like,
okay. What should be the goal of humanity?
What should be the goal of humanity?
Unity and goodness and kindness.
Maybe the goal is for humanity is to have goals.
I feel like most humans have goals.
That's what I'm saying.
What?
The goal for humanity is to have goals. To always be going forward and to always be striving for better.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. If you could become...
Done. That's it. No.
Done. Podcast over. We're never doing another podcast. If you could become immortal on the condition you would never be able to die or kill yourself, would you choose immortality?
I think about this a lot. I know
Give
you would.
it to me. Immortality is the one thing that if someone offered me on a silver platter, I'd be like, yeah, take it. Like, you could order me to riches. You could order me anything. You give me immortality, I'm gonna take it.
Well, because the thing is that it's so, like, I don't know, like, so pretty about immortality is that you can have everything when it's like that. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. If you have immortality, you can essentially achieve whatever you want.
You have so many chances.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you can have those riches. Yeah. You can be this or this or this. Like, it's constantly...
That's the thing about immortality. I want to make a short film about this. Because that's the thing about immortality that, like, turns me on. Is that you could live 100 billion different lives.
We had a conversation once where we were, like, saying... It was a long time ago. You could literally live out every life you wanted
Exactly.
to. It's true.
I could read every book that exists. Even those I don't like. I could read it. I could be so cultured. I could learn all the languages that I want. I don't know how much of that got cut off. But basically, I think the reason immortality is so fucking enticing is because you can literally live every single life you want. Mm-hmm. You know? Mm-hmm. Like, a billion different lifetimes. And I don't know if this got said in the last one.
Wait, just say it again.
But, you know, people could say, like, in this lifetime, oh, you can read every book you want to read.
Yeah.
But, like, actually, no, you can't unless I'm going to quit my job and sit inside all day. Like, I actually couldn't.
don't actually have all the time.
I don't actually have the time to learn 30 different languages unless that is what I, like, put my life into.
Yeah.
You know? Like, these are, all the things I want to do are things that I would have to, like...
You're right. It's everything you want to do. It becomes, like, you have to stick to it, and that has to become your life almost.
Yeah,
like.
But, like, if I have the opportunity to have 400 different lives, I can spend 30 years attuning my time to, like, reading every book and learning every language.
Yeah.
And then another
also, like, the first fucking 10 years of our fucking lives, we weren't even, like...
conscious.
Coherent enough to do the things that we actually wanted to do.
But then you could... Okay,
what a waste of time.
Another thing is, like, people are like, travel the world while you're young and, like, do it. And, like, yeah, okay, I will. And I've been to, like, you know, I could go to Ireland and be like, yeah, I've been to Ireland, never go again. But I went to 3 cities in Ireland.
Yeah.
There's, like, a whole other fucking place.
There's a whole country there.
There's a whole country there that I didn't go to.
Yeah, sure.
That, like, I could probably spend a year just traveling in Ireland.
Yeah. It's true. Which probably wouldn't even be enough.
Yeah. So how many countries are there? I don't know. Make that 1 year for each country.
God damn. Yeah.
Like, that's why being immortal would be really helpful.
Yeah, and you have a different life in each country.
It genuinely upsets me that that's not possible.
One day.
I'm I'm gonna be dead. Maybe I'll freeze my brain. You can pay to get that done. Freeze my brain. Then one day when the immortal stuff is...
Do they put you in another body? Do they freeze your consciousness or your brain?
Well, your consciousness is in your brain. So...
Yeah, but is that, like...
They freeze the brain part, which is the thought part. So they freeze the braxy part.
I feel like that's not possible for some reason.
It's like freezing your eggs.
I guess.
I mean, it's...
What's the next question?
Okay. Well, how will humans as a species go extinct? 2 theories. 1, the sun will explode. There's going to be a big world event where, like, the world dies and we can't live through it. Like the dinosaurs. Like, the sun's going to explode. Or humans will kill each other.
Ew, I hate that because that's kind of true. I don't really know, and I don't think
aliens.
I really care. Oh.
Aliens have... They're putting stuff in our brain. One day they press a button, all of our brains explode. I know you like that one.
I don't like the thought of... I mean, like, I do. I find it fascinating that aliens are out there. But I think it's also terrifying just as much as it is fascinating.
We should watch an alien documentary tonight.
Tonight? I read The Fifth Wave, and that book was about the apocalypse of the aliens, and I need more... See, it's funny because, like, I think...
Apocalypse short film, aliens, let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay. What actions in your life will have the longest reaching consequences? Huh? My brain doesn't even understand.
Say that again?
How? Oh my god. What actions in your life will have the longest reaching consequences?
Okay, so
how
it's
long
like,
will those effects be felt?
Okay, so it's saying, like, I mean, if you did something and you had to go to prison for it, like, that's a lifelong consequence.
Yeah.
What's something other than that?
What actions in your life? My brain automatically...
Everything!
No, my brain automatically goes to human relationships.
Okay, yeah.
Human relationships, no matter what it is, whether it's a friendship, like a significant other, that I feel like that has...
I see that, but I feel like as a person, I feel like I move on from people very easily.
You're the only one.
Although I mean, I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like I move on from people in a way that's like, I accept it. Mm-hmm. And so I can easily just, I'm over it quickly. But
I don't know, that's a hard question.
That is a hard question. Lifelong. I think, but at the same time, I feel like almost every decision you make could potentially be a lifelong consequence.
Yeah, because, like, what if I accidentally hit someone and killed them?
Yeah, I know.
Then I'd feel guilty for the rest of my life. Like, what if I hit someone?
What if someone hit you and you, like, fracture and break everything in your bones and, like, that's a lifelong consequence.
Wow.
But I think it's saying more, like, mentally. Like,
yeah, I
what's,
think so,
like,
too.
But I can't think of that right now. That's a lot.
How long will you be remembered after you die?
Don't know.
I hope a decent amount of time. I don't know.
Man, it's crazy to think that even legends won't be remembered forever.
What's forever?
That's what I'm saying. Like, they just won't.
Oh my god, stop. If a child somehow survived and grew up in the wilderness without any human contact, how human would they be without the influence of society and culture? Not human at all.
Still human, though.
But how
a human being, a Homo sapien.
How human would they be? You know? Not human. Oh, fuck, my laptop died.
Fuck!
Probably not very human. Because they wouldn't act like a human. They'd act like a dog. Or a cat. Or
they act like one, but they are human.
Okay, but that's not what it's asking. There's quotations over the word human. Let's not focus on the word.
I didn't just read it.
I literally quoted in the air every time I said human. I will fight you. I don't... If they grew up in the... Isn't there a book based off that where he grows up with, like...
There's, like, a couple things, I think, about...
It's like he grows up on an island.
Yeah.
Blue Island... It's not Blue Island. maybe it's something.
No, there was something.
Did you read it in middle school?
No, we
I
didn't
read something in
read
middle
it.
school.
We talked about it in my psychology class. There was like this, because it's like a real phenomenon. Like if a human were to grow up in the wilderness,
They would be like a dog or something.
they would be wild. And I mean, but that person grew up and like learned English and became like a normal functioning person. I'm pretty sure, if I remember right. I don't really.
Well, yeah, it would take time to learn again.
Yeah. I mean, it wouldn't be very, I guess.
But that's like if they grew up never even
They'd
like
act
knowing
like an
a
animal.
human.
They'd act wild. That's just the truth.
Okay. The next I had to switch to my phone because my laptop died. Where does your self-worth come from?
Where does my self-worth come from?
That is a loaded question. Lots of things, I think.
Yeah. It's an umbrella.
Mm-hmm. Because, like, I feel good about myself when I treat people well and when I am good to people.
Yeah.
And I feel good about myself when I can make people happy. But I feel good about myself also when I do things that make me happy.
Yeah, that fulfill you.
And that I am proud of or
Something.
content with.
Yeah.
Like, creating art is obviously a very big thing for me. And when I do that and I'm productive and I'm, like, whipping it, it makes me feel worthy of existence. Mm-hmm. I feel much better as a human now that I have something that people enjoy, which sounds kind of shitty, but like after Warmish, it makes me feel more confident in my capabilities. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
which is, I think, goes along with self-worth.
Mhm. Mhm.
It's a umbrella.
I really just feel when I'm productive,
Mm-hmm.
I feel my self-worth comes from there because I feel like if I can do that, I can do anything.
Yeah. Okay, the next one is...
You can motivate it. You can do it.
What do you think would be humanity's reaction to the discovery of extraterrestrial life? Humans would go fucking crazy.
Even the knowing of it being real would be the end of
yeah, like
world.
If there was like actual 100% Donald Trump came down on his podium and he was like, we found the aliens, people would lose their fucking shit. That thought scares me. I would be scared.
That's what I'm saying. It's what I'm scared of.
People would go crazy. I work at a grocery store, so I work in a public service thing that's different than fast food because fast food's not a necessity of life. Grocery stores are a necessity because it's where people buy food.
Exactly.
Because some people don't even go out to eat.
Yeah.
So, like, people go to grocery stores. Everyone goes to grocery stores, except for Kris Jenner. But,
right.
She has someone do that for her. Clearly, me, one day, hopefully. That's what I'm trying to get to. Trying to be Kris Jenner's grocery boy. Anyways, when it's winter now, January.
What do you say? Yeah.
So when it gets Tennessee, it doesn't snow often. So when it does snow, and when it is, there's gonna be.
Where is this going?
There's gonna be a.
Oh yeah, we were talking about extraterrestrial.
Yeah, when there's gonna be a snowstorm, or when there's gonna be like ice on the road, or when it's supposed to snow. So like, if it's Thursday and it's supposed to snow on Friday, it's a fucking madhouse in there. It's a fucking madhouse. Because people lose their goddamn shit over some fucking ice on the road.
It's true.
Like, if it's the day before the snowstorm, when it's fucking Tennessee, it's not like Alaska. We don't even get that much ice anyways.
But that's why, though. That is why. Because we're not used to it.
But we're not used to aliens.
It's right. Yeah. So we will lose our fucking shit.
Like, it's ridiculous. The busiest day, this is just a fun fact for you. The busiest day I've ever had at my job, we sold more on the day before a snowstorm than we did on Christmas and Thanksgiving.
It's true.
Because people lose their literal actual minds.
But wait. Hypothetically, say if we knew the outcome, okay?
I like how that whole time you were like, what are you trying to get at?
Because, like, I forgot what we were talking about for a second, and I was like, where is this actually going?
If we knew what?
Okay, say hypothetically, if we somehow knew the outcome of the aliens, so say the fucking Donald Trump came out and was like, the aliens are real, they want this and this from us.
Okay.
Would we be
They
more
want
calm?
our oats and they want our sugar.
Say, do you think we would be more calm knowing why they were here?
It depends
or
on what
just
they
knowing
want.
of their existence.
Depends on what they
But
want.
that's what I'm saying. Would we just be more content with the knowing that they need something, depending on what it is, just knowing what they want,
Okay.
rather than it being like this mystery?
I would feel better if I knew what they wanted, because if Donald...
Even if it were bad.
No.
Like,
No,
even if
that's
they
what
wanted
I
our
mean.
hearts.
If
Like,
Donald Trump came and he was like, the aliens are here, that's all, I'd be like...
exactly what?
But then if he came down and he was like, the aliens are here, they want all of our Lucky Charms, I'd be like, oh, that's fine.
But
then
what
if he
if
was like,
they
I would rather him be like, they're here, than be like, they want to eat our hearts. I don't want to know that. I don't want to know that.
I guess you're right.
I don't.
But we would fucking shit either way. Do you? But
Well,
like,
I'd have diarrhea for a month.
would you rather be mentally?
No.
Would you rather try to mentally find peace?
That's the same question.
With that than just like
No.
they're coming. What? Like,
No, because that's the same thing of like, if you got told the day you're gonna die, would you want it? No, you wouldn't.
I guess
I don't want to know what the
But
aliens...
that's the same. Like,
if
we'd
the
rather know how you're
aliens-
gonna die or when you're
Yeah.
gonna die.
If
Are
the
we going to that now?
If the aliens are gonna be evil, I don't want to know what they want. Unless they want my fucking Lucky Charms, I don't want to know.
So you
And odds are they don't want our Lucky Charms.
So you. So would you rather him say the aliens are evil, they're real? Bye. Like,
Yeah.
okay.
But I don't want to know like what they want.
I would want to know. I think. Just be like, fuck, I knew it. Like,
But he's like, they're coming in 12 hours. They're gonna kill all of us.
I don't know. It's crazy.
The aliens are coming! The aliens are coming! Literally, I hate
aliens
it.
are coming.
Okay. Oh my god, what if the aliens watch this? No disrespect to aliens. Like, they're great, probably.
All respect to you.
Will religion ever become obsolete?
Will religion ever become obsolete?
No.
What does obsolete mean?
I think it's like the same equivalence of like not important, like non-existent kind of.
I need to Google it.
Definition of obsolete.
Obsolete, no longer produced or used, out of date.
Yeah, I do.
Well, I think when...
No, let me rephrase
I
that.
don't.
Let me rephrase that. I think the use of traditional religion
I agree.
will become obsolete.
I agree.
I think people will...
Like the Bible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, you know, like we were talking about this the other day.
It's gonna be
like,
New Age religion.
New Age, yeah. But like we were talking about this the other day, how it becomes, I think it'll become a way where everyone is going to probably come together in some sort of way. And there will be different religions, but it will become like, you live it your own way.
Well, I think even like with our generation, the way we look at religion is very different from the way people in our parents' or grandparents'
Yeah,
generation looked
yeah.
at religion. Because, example, I'm a homosexual. So, I know a lot of people who are religious.
Yeah.
Devin, Madeline, some of my friends from work. I know a lot of people that are religious, but they are not necessarily homophobic.
Right.
In any way.
Right.
Like, that's...
Obviously. Yeah.
Obviously, like they're not like that, or they don't you know see certain
Criticize.
things in the Bible the same way.
Right.
And I think that's kind of what the New Age religion. I think we change
Yeah.
a shape of it.
Yeah.
I don't think it's so strictly.
I don't think, because, like, I don't know what the exact definition of religion is, but I feel like there will never not be something that
Yeah.
people will be believing in and be living by. But
Oh my
traditional religion, I think, will constantly be changing and constantly
think
be...
Traditional religion
New.
now is even changing it.
Yeah, it's always going to be changing, which is kind of funny.
I want to start my own religion.
See, that's what I'm saying. People will start doing that. Like, it'll just
That's
keep
so weird.
shaping, which is kind of crazy.
Is suffering a necessary part of the human condition?
Yes.
What would people who never suffered be like? They would be like that guy in that episode of Black
They would
Mirror
be
who's addicted to
fucking
pain.
Mad. What? What'd you say?
They'd be like that guy in the Black Mirror episode who's addicted to pain. No, you have to suffer. Oh my god. You know what? is so
You
twisted.
didn't suffer.
But I
you
just
literally go mad.
Sometimes I love to suffer. Sometimes I cry and I'm just like, oh, it feels so good.
But there's different kinds of suffering. Because there's suffering that's like... Because I associate suffering with it being something you can't have. Like...
Oh my god.
Not like you can't have suffering, but like
No, I
suffering.
relate.
You know what I mean? Like, I associate that with, like, I would be suffering if it were... I were striving towards something I couldn't have. Or,
Oh
like...
my god.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
That's
It is necessary.
suffer.
I think every emotion is necessary.
It's true. I mean...
That's why brains make emotions
Yeah.
in such a wide variety, because they're all necessary.
Do you think there's, like, any emotions that, like...
We don't have.
Yeah, like, we haven't, like, experienced
It's like you
yet?
go to level 48 and you unlock the rainbow emotion, but you just... Some people only get it, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's the same as colors and, like, that juice that tastes like juice
I
that doesn't
fucking
exist.
was just fucking thinking of that juice that you said tasted like something that never, like was, like, cartoon, like...
Yeah, that juice tastes like...
Like, are there emotions that like that? Because, like, I experience new emotions every year.
Every day.
Every year.
Every Monday.
Like, I experienced, like, moving out was, like, nothing like what I could have expected it to feel like in so many ways. Which is something, because, like, also, like, in life, we put expectations on things to, like, milestones, especially, like that. Like, I don't know, getting married, having kids. Like, we put expectations on how that will probably feel, but it will never feel the way you think it will. And then just imagine things that you don't expect to happen. You can't even prepare for those.
See, I feel like having a baby wouldn't be that cool. Because, like,
It'd be kind of
so
cool.
hyped up.
I think it's kind of cool. I just am scared of pregnancy. Pregnancy
Pregnancy is the part that I would like. When the baby came out is when I wouldn't like it.
I would not want to be
I'd be like,
pregnant.
get that baby back inside me, honestly. I don't even want to look
Honestly,
at
I don't want to deal with pregnancy. I don't want to
it.
deal
I'd just
with...
be so cute.
I,
Like,
I,
"Mama,
I
baby."
hate being uncomfortable, and I just feel like being pregnant is the most uncomfortable feeling. For 9 fucking
Oh my god,
months,
you would be so funny if you're pregnant.
I would be miserable. I'd be like, get this baby out of me.
Get this baby out of here, so help me.
So help me. Okay, next question. How long do we have?
I don't know what time is.
We are at 19.
Holy shit.
Wow, time flies when you're talking about philosophical shit, I guess.
Does hardship make a person stronger? If so, under what conditions and at what point is too much hardship? If not,
You know?
what makes a person stronger?
You know, I've talked about this with my parents before. Hardship. That means, like, basically, I feel like I know it. Because a rich person and a poor person, okay? You have a rich person, poor person. Who works harder? The poor person, right?
No.
Totally. Yes.
No.
Totally.
I disagree.
I totally think it's the poorer person. Because that rich person could have just fucking had it handed down to them.
They could have, but that doesn't mean they did.
A lot of times.
That is not true.
Sometimes.
That is not true.
It can be handed down.
It's half and half.
I think the poorer person totally works harder because they have to find ways to do things that the rich person just has.
I think it depends on how that person got rich.
Well, yeah.
Because what if they worked hella for that money?
Yeah.
You know? But also, just because you're rich doesn't mean you spend it.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of rich people could keep their money and just fucking
do.
work hella hard and just keep making money and get richer and richer.
But is it working hard or is it just being smart?
I don't remember what the question was.
I don't really either.
Because you brought this, like, weird rich poor person thing into it, and I don't think that was a part of the question.
Hardships.
It wasn't
a part of
asking
the
about
question.
working harder. It says, do hardships make a person stronger?
I think it does. Obviously.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah. But how much hardship is too hardship? You know? Like, how much... If someone... It's like, I know hardships make you... Because you have to have sadness to have the good and have the happiness. But if you go through 10 years of suffering, like, if you've ever read A Child Called It, like, that kid was fucked up his whole beginning of his life. At what point is it a breaking point, you know? Like, how much negative is too much negative to even be able to make you stronger.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because at some point it just breaks you and it can't make you stronger. And you're just fucked. Unless you're a
But
hell
what
of a
point
human.
is first? Because in some scenarios, I could see the strength coming after that, the breaking.
Mhm.
Because you've overcome that.
It's the climb.
But I mean, if it is completely just nonstop, it will break you.
Yeah, and there's always going to be another mountain. You're always going to want to make it move.
Always gonna make a change.
There's always going to be an uphill battle.
Sometimes
You're
you
going to have to
lose.
lose. And about how fast
Crazy, we
you
both
get
thought
there.
of that.
And about what's waiting on the
All right, we
other
probably got time for
side.
like literally one more
Okay,
question.
I'm going
We
to find
have,
a really good one.
Actually, we might have a little more time than that. I'm not sure. Okay, if this ends in the middle of a conversation, just know that we will continue on, and we probably didn't stop talking about this. For
This
3
is what we're
hours.
going to end on. How replaceable are you?
How replaceable are you? Very,
Very.
very replaceable.
Except it's a gross question because unbiased, everyone is replaceable. We're just humans. You can always find another
Okay,
human.
from that point, but like,
But like, if you somehow weren't like, if you just like disappeared from my life, I'd be like,
yeah,
like if anyone in my life that I'm really really close to just was gone, it's not replaceable. I would just.
yeah, but I think I'm not replaceable. Do you know what I mean? I think I'm replaceable. We all think. You know, some people probably don't think that.
Yeah.
Some people are probably like, I'm not replaceable.
Well, Kris Jenner knows she's not replaceable. But, like, I think replaceable and moving on are different things. Because I could never find
That's
someone
so
to replace
fucking
you.
True.
I could never find someone that would, like, be a new you. You know, but I could find someone. I could find someone that I could also get along with, but in a new way.
Yeah. That's moving on.
Because, like, Alyssa's my friend, and you're my friend. And if one of you was gone, I would still be friends with the other. But I would still notice the other's
Absence,
yeah. But, I mean...
Nothing can fill a void like losing a person.
No.
I mean...
But, like,
there's-
bitch, I'm replaceable. Bitch,
So am I.
like, I die, or I disappear into the wilderness. You find another roommate, you're fine.
That's not even true. I wouldn't know what to do with myself.
If I died. Are we that connected?
I would actually not know what to do with myself.
If what?
If you died, if you're gone, I would probably just wither away. I would literally not
Real
even-
talk on the podcast. We're emotionally crippling each other. We're gonna wake up one morning and we're gonna be attached.
Oh no.
Oh no.
We'll be like, well, it's gonna happen sooner or later.
Looks like you gotta come to work with me.
Where would we work? Your work or my work?
Your work Monday, Tuesday, Friday. Mine.
Well, how about we got it
Mine.
planned?
Mine the other days.
Yeah, we'll have to do, you know. We gotta be at your work on Wednesdays.
Nah, I'm gonna quit. Okay. Okay.
Look it. Well, concludes that.
You know, it's really humbling though. I think about that at work. It was like,
What?
I'm not replaceable. I'm like so unique. And then I think about it. I'm like, you know what? If I quit, they'd find someone else just as good to do the job. I am very replaceable.
I feel like that whenever I do something wrong at work. I'm like... Well, I do hop around like I'm the shit. Like,
Yeah.
they couldn't function with... I am the backbone
Yeah.
to this
But then
fucking
truly,
place.
like truly.
Yeah, like honestly, I just changed the soap in the women's bathroom.
Yeah.
Like, someone, anyone
That's
could
what
do
I
it.
think though too. Is I'm like, oh my god, I run this place, and then someone quits, and we find someone new in 2 seconds, and then I'm like, oh yeah, they quit like a month ago, and I forgot they were here. And I'm like, that's what would happen to me. I'll quit. Everyone will
You're gonna
forget
become
it.
in the book of like
Yeah.
the forgotten. Like, oh man,
I
that's
think about
terrifying. That is fucking terrifying. Because is that only in the workplace?
Yes. Because if you died, I wouldn't just be like, oh, the forgotten. Next. It's
Maybe that's how
different.
aliens think of the planets.
On that note, I need to take a shot.
No, you're gonna say shower.
Nightmares tonight.
On that note, I need to go to bed. Oh my god.
I need more coffee.
Speaking of aliens.
F is for friends who do stuff together. U is for you and me. N is for anywhere and anytime at all.
Down here in the deep blue sea.